Hey guys.
I'm playing a video game.
Ooh, okay, let me get the.
I'm also playing
stuff
video
ready.
games.
Okay, here we go. Hey, welcome to the podcast.
Oh, it hasn't updated for me. Hold on.
So yeah,
It has to me.
we're here with the what's it called? The second episode podcast.
Big
To
Dead
discuss what happened in the episode.
Literally the best episode today.
So that was interesting.
Yes,
Except for
was.
Jim.
There was a lot of Dreamform reveals. There was a lot of deaths. A lot more than the first episode for sure.
Right?
Most importantly, there was a stunfisk.
Yes, the Stunfisk.
Most importantly,
Well,
the Stunfisk.
1%.
Most
Yeah, he got it though.
I'm just glad he got the Stunfisk.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Can't
right.
believe he got it. 1%.
But yeah, alright.
The second gym leader
let's-
was announced.
Let's run
And
it
it's
back.
your
from
boy.
Let's run it back.
Brian,
from the
shut the
start.
fuck
coming
up.
out to the stream.
No,
Alright.
shut the
Okay.
fuck
We'll
up.
be getting
First
some
thing-
Bros edition. If
Okay, so first
Oh,
shot.
God.
Sorry, first things first.
A realist?
There was a lot.
How do I mute the stream?
By hitting the mute button.
You do it. You mouse over the user called Chrono Carrot,
Not
you
that
right
hard,
click his
sorry.
name, and then you click mute.
So yeah, to start things off,
Yeah.
I'm not sure how many of you guys had problems, but I know a lot of us here had problems with buffering during the stream. Not sure what
Yeah,
it
I did.
was.
Definitely.
The
Yeah.
monstrosity.
So my suggestion to you guys is after this podcast, when Luke's uploaded the video for replay, be sure to go check it out again, so in case you missed anything, because there was a lot of stuff that went on in this episode.
Mhm.
Big events.
Yeah.
Lots of things happened.
But yeah, anyway, so let's go back to the start here. So first off, let's go through, find some points.
Mod me, nerd.
Yeah. Alrighty then. Mod user. There you go. Stop complaining.
Damn.
I cannot ban people. Let's go.
Everybody gets to be a mod.
Fear me,
Alright,
mortals.
okay, stop asking for mod, guys. You know, enough's enough.
I never asked for mod. I asked you to
Of all the people you want, Vito.
unmod me right now.
So first off, yeah, we got the team recap and everything. So this Sneasel that he has is way too overpowered.
It really
Definitely.
is.
It is carrying.
That's my
Ikea's
Oh,
good
that's
to carry.
way too much power.
Oh, it's okay
He is
because,
my child.
because that's what happened with Lotad for me.
Yeah.
But like,
Alright, but yeah.
hot take on it. Here's my hot take on IKEA. Okay.
Mhm.
Alright. So next gym.
Yeah.
No,
It's not gonna get-
don't spoil. Don't spoil.
Well, technically, he
What?
already
I'm
figured
not-
it
I'm
out.
not spo-
I'm not
because they
spoiling.
said
I'm
it-
not.
they said
I'm
it
not
earlier,
spoiling
didn't they?
anything.
Yes, you are. You're hinting at the typing. I know what you're gonna say. You're hinting at the typing.
No, I'm not.
Don't
I'm
say
not
it.
gonna.
Oh,
I'm not
shush.
gonna say the typing. I'm not gonna say the
No,
typing.
but you're gonna hint at it, so don't say anymore.
I'm not gonna
Just
hint
leave-
at the
leave
typing
leave
either.
leave
No, he
leave
literally
at
just said that it's my
Leave-
gym.
leave
What the
it-
hell?
Leave
So-
it. Alright,
So about the Dratini.
so
I was gonna talk about the
Oh, that was
level
a big
curve.
sad.
You idiot.
there is no
egg.
fucking level curve.
Yeah,
Well, I'm
Exactly.
just gonna
Exactly.
say right now,
So
he is.
anyway, so first off,
Overpowered.
let's discuss. So everyone was going on about this trainer that Luke missed. Normally it's the Magikarp trainer with 3 Magikarps. I'm pretty sure we just changed it to have a Feebas there instead. Yeah, we just gave him a Feebas as well for shits and gigs.
What a big change.
Simple fast.
Yeah, that's the biggest change in the game.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that was the most important change of the game.
Now-
Nothing
It
else.
was
really
actually
matters.
Okay.
memory
That battle-
problem.
That battle actually had to be nerfed several times because the Feebas kept becoming a Magikarp mid battle.
Anyway, so
The main problem was
Dratini.
Okay, the Dratini.
So this Dratini.
That design is
like
sick, by the way.
the amount of times that we were saying in call and trying to say in chat, don't hit it again because of guts.
Because that retard
and then
has
he
guts.
did
I feel like-
And then somebody in the chat literally just,
Don't worry, it's
multiple people
bad.
did.
Dude, it has guts.
don't worry, you
Yeah.
can do it. No,
I feel
don't
like-
do it. It
It
has guts.
sucks.
But yeah,
Don't worry about it, guys.
regardless though, so I know that there were some theories in the chat about what typing this was. since this was revealed before, before all of this, it was one of the first ones that actually it was the first Dreamform we showed him.
Yeah, it was the first one.
But yeah, it's.
I mean, Lapras is the first one in the gallery, but.
Yeah, Lapras is the first one in the gallery, but Dratini's the first one we showed him.
All right. Okay.
And Dratini is Fire Dragon. So it would have helped quite a bit against the Mega Marwal later on that we'll get to.
Yeah,
but
it,
to be fair,
it carried me.
To be fair, he didn't really need it in the end.
So then there was the
Gym.
Dude! Yeah, this Dratini though, one thing to note is that what's it called? So the black, it's very harsh there, as like many people have said. Something we're planning on doing for the public release is kind of lightening up the black a bit, just so it's not so just dark.
Like
yeah,
a
like make
dark
it more
grey,
more like the
It'll be more like
how they do black in Pokemon sprites.
Yeah.
Like how they actually
You'll
do it on the model.
Yeah, you'll see with some future Dreamforms where we did go for a better option with it.
So many Dreamforms on this route, like 3 of them within the space of 20 minutes, and then the trainer battle one as well.
Yeah, there was, as I said, a lot of Dreamforms shown this episode. Like, for anyone who was in chat beforehand, like, I said in the stream chat beforehand, be prepared because there's a lot of stuff coming this episode.
Yeah, definitely.
And we did not get disappointed.
Yeah,
and there's still more.
There's still
it's not like that was
more
it.
to come.
It's not like those were the only Dreamforms that, like, ever.
No, that's all. Never mind.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
it's
it's only 5.
You thought you meant
Don't worry.
you thought just the gym? Nah, we got much more than just the gym.
There were definitely more outside of the gym than there were actually in the gym.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
Something, but there was definitely more than the gym that meets the eye.
Yeah. So
Did Jim die in the gym?
Next up, Chikorita.
He did die in the gym, I'm pretty sure.
So yeah.
The best starter in the entire game.
Chikorita carried me
Trash.
through.
Fuck you, Brian. Fuck you guys.
Fuck
I
love Chikorita.
I actually
You
didn't
like shitmons.
I didn't get Chikorita as Chikorita.
Yeah. Anyways, so to just continue. What's it called?
Yeah.
Not sure if we've decided if we're going to tone down some of the colors on this as well.
I feel like it just
had like
could use like a little smidge.
I feel like
Yeah.
just the eyes need to be changed a little
Yeah,
bit.
'cause
Otherwise,
Yeah.
they're fine.
The big thing with the eyes is that, like, obviously the red makes it fire type fairly easily, but the eyes,
Oh yeah, for
we
sure.
wanted to give it kind of something that really exemplifies the psychic type on it. And so in a lot of the anime and stuff like that, you'll see, and like just different things, you'll see when something's using psychic powers, it'll have like bright yellow lighting eyes. And so that was kind of the idea we were going for.
Oh, I thought it was because it was a lizard.
No.
It's a potato, you
Close, but no.
It was also
Close, but no.
also this was one of the first Dreamforms that we actually put in the game, so
Yeah, some of the earlier ones have more stark colors than some of the later ones because
Yeah,
you know
exactly.
it's trial and error.
it was back when we were first getting used to everything, so that's why some of them
Matt, by the way,
Hmm?
sorry, I had an idea
yeah.
for what you were talking about.
A boot.
I'm not gonna state it in call. I'll let you know afterwards. But I had a smidge of an idea, so
Okay.
you know.
But yeah,
Fuck you, Colonel. Why do you mention that? Shut up.
so next up, good old Lil Mac Apom.
Oh yeah, the little Mac game.
Oh, Lil Mac Apom.
I could tell you
That was fantastic.
this thing took me forever to actually work out the model for, but I'm so happy with how it turned out at the end.
It came out so good. You did.
It's one of my favorite Dreamforms.
Yeah, it's one of mine as well, and it's so
By far.
it's so
You,
good to use in game, and I really hope that Luke finds one in the later in the playthrough.
Honestly, with Apom, if you think I don't think by level up it gets any HP recovery moves, and that is because Little Mac can't recover.
No, I'm pretty
That's
sure it does.
actually
It gets
true.
I'm pretty sure it gets Drain Punch.
Oh,
Yeah,
fuck
I
that,
think it
let's
does
try
get Drain Punch.
Literally,
Hold
my
on.
my
Let me
motto,
figure this out. Let me
my-
go on Showdown right now.
like Showdown won't help you.
Like I have to go on Showdown.
The last time I checked,
I
Showdown
just
doesn't
Probably.
have Dream
Oh,
Falls
not
on there.
Showdown.
Don't worry
whatever.
about it.
Probably get.
I
Don't
thought
worry
it did.
about it.
Bulbapedia.
Don't
Guys,
worry about it.
stop,
Like,
move on, please.
yeah, like
Yeah, but it's just
It's
okay.
Apom,
It's
not
no
like
big
Apom
deal.
in
Move
general.
on.
Matt,
All right. So the next thing, what's it called?
whatever.
Cranidos.
Move on.
So
Oh, the
Another-
Cranidos.
another chrono design here.
My child. This is one of my favorites.
Somebody pick
So
one.
fun
The
little
Kronos
story.
designs are fucking amazing.
Fun little story about the.
Oh, I'm getting real big lag.
Sorry, fun little story about this
That sucks.
is that we actually designed the Rampardos first, and
Yeah.
when you guys see that, like, you're in for a fucking treat. And
I swear it was. I think I sprited Cranidos first, but then modeled. Then
No.
Rampardos was modeled
No,
before it.
no, you definitely did Rampardos first, because then we were the one
Uh-huh.
telling you to do Cranidos afterwards.
Oh right, okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. That was kind of a trend through development with Chrono stuff, is that he'd do like one member of the line or one member of something, and then not do the others for ages.
I just kind of make one and then be like, that's good, and then I couldn't think of anything that was kind of like
Yeah.
enough to put through as the pre-evolution.
Nightbot should be in here, yeah. But
Just whenever,
it's okay,
whenever I
Joel.
look
I
at the-
adjusted it so it shouldn't be timing you out anymore. It's okay.
Cranidos looks
You're
like
fine. You're safe. Saved.
You are safe for now.
Cranidos looks like, you know, those indoor paintball arenas where you go and they turn off all the lights and it's got like the luminescent paint on the walls. That's what
Yeah.
it looks like.
But yeah, so
It's so pretty.
in case people didn't kind of, well, I mean, it's a bit not exactly the easiest to work out from that, but I saw lots of theories with, like, you know, fairy type,
Oh, there we go. I'm
ice
back.
type, all sorts of different things. It's rock psychic type, and that'll make a lot more.
Whoa.
It'll make a lot more sense when you see its evolution, which I can't wait for you guys to see. All right, next up.
The evolution is important and valid and very much one of my
It's
favorite
a
things
chicken
I've ever
tendon.
designed.
There we go.
Yeah.
All it for you.
Chicken tendon.
All right.
It's a
Chicken
chicken tendon.
Okay, so
tendies.
next up here, okay, where does he get his encounter here?
Hey,
There we go.
about
So,
there.
Dynamo. Okay, hang on.
Dynamo.
Jim.
Jim.
This was back
Big
before I
horns.
knew how to make the models, so Matt
Okay.
made all the models for this one and was very nice.
God.
I designed it.
Can you
This
just-
one. You were the one who came up with the idea. I designed it.
Where
Oh,
on the
right,
stream?
no, that makes sense.
Yeah, because this.
Can we like talk the tiny sprites of it? Like the tiny sprites do we have in the
Yeah.
team? Like, can you like tell them how long it took for that shit?
Yeah, with
Like Chrono took so long to make a Dynamo sprite.
Yeah, I mean, Chrono
Did-
didn't make the sprites. I'm pretty sure Tay did the sprite for it.
I'm pretty sure Tay did the sprites,
Yeah.
and then I did the sprite. I did the sprites for
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Rampardos,
Oh my
Cranidos,
God.
and then like
Yeah.
lines that.
We're not
Haven't
gonna have
been
a
revealed
power outage.
But yeah, just,
Yeah, that doesn't mean we're gonna have a power outage.
Onyx, can
Sorry.
you mute your mic
Bro,
next time?
mute yourself.
Cool. Yeah. So, anyways, so yeah, good old Jim. So a couple things.
Was
with him.
carried at least 3 people.
Yeah, a couple things. The reason why we went with bug ground for this, is because basically the idea was to make it look like an earthworm, and
Earthworm Jim.
the whole idea of why it's pink there is because when an earthworm's born, they're like very pink, and then as
A
they
mommy earthworm and a daddy earthworm
and
love
then
each other
as
very much.
as they
Oh no.
live on, they eat, like, they eat earth, dirt, and everything, and they get darker and darker and look more brown, and that was something we kind of reflected with Tynamo as it evolves, which you'll see later in the game.
See, the funny thing is, when I saw this Dynamo sprite, the only thing that I could think of was that one scene from SpongeBob, the one where there's like, it's big, scary, and pink.
Yeah.
Like, that was the only thing that rolled through my head when I saw this.
Oh wait, does that mean canonically Jim is an Alaskan bullworm?
Yes. An Alaskan
But yeah,
bullworm!
so yeah, that also explains why with the abilities, Storm, Drain, and Damp, because they're always in like damp soil,
Very moist.
you see a lot of things talking about how they go where the storms are and stuff.
Jordan!
So kind of just fits in with that.
The wet boy.
Jordan,
I don't know. Every single time I see a bunch of worms, they're just like dried up on the ground.
Well, you clearly haven't been to Australia then.
Why you do this?
No, I have not. You're right.
Australia
I
hot
have been
as
out
fuck.
of the states.
But yeah, so anyways, and then also the reason why everyone was going on about Jim for name is Earthworm Jim, and because Jordan during testing had a Tynamo that she named Jim and ended up carrying through quite a bit.
Jim!
And then my Tynamo was also named Jim in honor of Jordan's Tynamo named Jim.
Yeah.
Jim 2.0.
Proceeded to carry me. So the fact that Luke sacked it made me very sad because Jim is a god.
Yeah, he made some mistakes in that Jim.
I mean, he was up against a Pixelate, but
yeah, in
anyway.
all fairness.
Alright, anyway, so, next up.
Let's get into it.
Yeah, next up, before we get to the gym, Leaf Slice. So, everyone knows HMs suck. Like, in general, just people don't
I wouldn't
like...
say Surf sucks.
Yeah, I'm not talking... I'm just saying, in general, the idea of HMs sucks.
But I like them.
Because it's not like you can delete them, and
Yeah, so...
most of them are pretty useless anyways,
So-
except for Surf.
So our idea...
Maybe Waterfall.
Our idea with this was we wanted to basically kind of change them into more useful moves so that way it's more enticing to keep the HMs. And
Yes, Jordan, you may.
And so that's why with Leaf Slice here, we decided to basically give it grass typing, buffed the damage from 40 to 60, and gave it high crit ratio. So it's
basically a grass version of Slash.
Pretty much.
No, grass version of Slash is Leaf Blade.
What's that one?
Maybe Leaf Blade.
What's that one ability that ups crits?
Super Luck.
Super Luck.
Imagine a Super Luck Leaf Slice mod.
Yep.
How busted that would be.
Instead of imagining that, okay, so we know Leaf Blade is like pretty strong, right? But Technician boosted Leaf Slice?
Exactly.
You're right. Even better.
And so yeah, going forward, you'll see similar sort of things with other HMs in the game, where the moves will be different with more power, or just in general better. All right, so the gym.
Oh boy, here we go.
Not the one with the J.
Let's talk about
And
here.
not the one with the J.
So this gym here, from all the testers, it was one of the more difficult gyms. It wasn't the most difficult, but it was like top 3, I'd say, overall.
I've got in my head who the most difficult gym is. I'm not saying anything,
yeah, everyone
but
knows what it is.
Oh, we all do.
I have a feeling I know what it is.
Like, just everyone will know when they see it. But anyway, so this gym here, the big problem with it, I think, difficulty-wise, at least from the testing standpoint, is that a lot of the Pokemon, instead of like, yeah, they were lower leveled than most of the other stuff, but they were single stage evolution monsters that had much higher base stats than everything else. And if it was not for this, Sneasel, Luke would have struggled quite a bit against a lot of these trainers.
Personally, my carry for this gym was Shellos and also Bayleaf.
Yeah.
Mine was
went-
Slug Mandurtini.
So,
like level
Mine was
16
nothing.
because
Mine was nothing.
I struggled.
anyways,
when I was testing, I made sure to go in at the level of the gym leader's ace, so
anyways,
kind of got the brunt.
yeah. Next up, okay, let's discuss Toddy.
Oh god, our lord and
Toddy.
no,
Okay,
our
so,
goddess of the game.
so I want to say, in testing, there was not a single person who struggled against Toddy's Baneri.
Nope.
Why did Luke struggle so bad then?
Luke struggled
Because he's bad at Pokemon.
So,
Because he let a power
we watched,
punch.
yeah, we watched the beginning of this fight. He leads with Shellos instead of what's it called? Instead of IKEA. So instantly he's putting himself at the disadvantage because this gym has just been ruthless, normally. And then instead of switching out, he decides to go for a water gun.
Oh.
And
Big mistake.
That was
To
the
be
first.
fair, it does look like it should do some damage because it's a stab water gun from a mon that's 3 levels higher.
yes, but in
Fake
all
out.
fairness, he also is a Shellos.
So don't fuck with Shellos. Shellos is god.
And so yeah, he sees that not much damage there. And also another thing I should preface, in gyms, all of the trainers have, it's the place where all of them, like all the trainers made their own teams, and overall they are more competitive sets. So I'm pretty sure the reason why this Baneri took the hit so well is because this one had an Eviolite.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot I
That'll
hated
do
that.
So that's why it was so bulky compared to normal.
I didn't even know that. That's mean. Hold up.
And then so here, if he I know he was scared of the power up punch, but if he had gone into his IKEA, he could have gotten through that battle without taking any casualties.
Yeah.
You know what I just realized the most about all of this?
Hmm?
In turn 1, the Baneri used Fake Out and deals quite a bit of damage, and he just didn't even notice that.
Yeah.
That was perhaps the biggest mistake he's done. He didn't pay attention to the damage of Fake Out.
Yep.
Yeah. So Luke
I
could
think
have
he'd have been
avoided.
better off just mud
That was my
slapping.
first thing I
That's
said.
half of it.
Yeah, he
10
could.
points of damage.
He could have avoided both the deaths of all his team members here.
We had Chrono Claws Mark 2.
Yeah, pretty much Chrono Claws Part 2, but yeah. So
That's
in
Laddie
test,
Bar
but yeah,
Obliteration.
in testing, no one struggled with this Baneri. The Baneri that people struggled with was Dino's Baneri.
She seemed
Which,
to
if we
handle
What's
pretty
different
Screw
with
that
the
Baneri.
So it was like literally the opposite.
Jordan.
yeah.
Troubles with mine, but not Dino.
So tell me, Matt, what was it that people struggled with against Dino's Baneri? What is the difference?
See,
A very specific move.
yes, but
Yes.
that move has not been shown yet, and we're gonna leave it like that until it shows up, because it will show up. at
Yeah,
some
that's why I
point in
didn't
the game.
say. That's why I only said a very specific
But
move.
basically,
No.
yeah, Dino's Baneri had a special move on it, which made it a lot more difficult to defeat than Toddy's one. Toddy's one had Eviolite, which made it bulky, but it was fairly simple to work around, given the limited moveset. But what's it called? Dino's Baneri here. Actually, why I'm still on the pit of. Where's the Baneri? There's the Baneri.
So rip we
So
both.
this Baneri here, had it didn't have Eviolite, but it had a much more offensive moveset, and the AI was just stupid, basically.
Yeah, he's
That's sad,
like
man.
Thank God.
fucking robot.
Yep. So And anyways,
Okay.
on
I
to
thought the ace.
the ace.
The
Ah,
So-
ace.
yes.
Oh, the
The
ace.
ace.
Yes,
Ooh.
guys, it is a fully special Mega Mall.
Yes, it is. So this
Because if it was a regular one, Luke would have lost.
so the story behind this, so
We lost off.
all of the gym leaders have full teams of 6 and a mega. Now we had to basically, for the first few gyms, it was difficult trying to work out a balanced mega for it. Now, obviously, the first thing people would think, for a balanced fairy type mega, early game mega ordino. But we didn't want to do that. We wanted to try something different. So we looked at the options, and there were a couple options, but we ended up deciding, okay, what is going to really scare Luke the most?
Physical carnivore.
So that's why we decided.
He would have just run out of the room if it was a physical carnivore.
He ran out of the room anyway.
True, but
Fully
still.
defensive Mega Deontay.
So yeah,
Mega Deontay.
so
In
yeah,
the first gym.
we decided that basically, we'd go with Mega Marwow to fake him out and give it only special moves. So it had, from memory, Fairy Wind,
Fairy Wind, Fairy Wind, Fairy Wind, and Fairy Wind.
It had Fairy Wind, Ancient Power. I think it had a Mirror Shot, but I can't remember.
Oh yeah, Ancient Power. That's the one that fucks people up because that nearly
And
fucked me.
the move that actually gave people troubles in the testing phase from this Marwow was Pain Split.
Oh lord.
Because
Oh no.
Honestly, I think if Luke didn't completely overlevel IKEA, then he would have had a lot more problems.
oh
with that
yeah, he would
energy.
have a lot more troubles with this gym. And if he didn't have such a high level Shellos as well, he would have struggled as well.
Oh yeah, definitely.
This is
Yeah,
what
I mean, to be fair, Shellos did carry me through this gym as well. It's
Yeah.
really good for against them all. Well, they can wall it pretty convincingly no matter what.
But yeah, so the reason why we put the fire type route just outside was for this Marwow. Because we knew we wanted the poison type beforehand in the forest. So he could get through most of it, but then we realized he doesn't have anything for Mega Marwow. So we're just, okay, well, we could do a ground type, or we could do a fire type. And so we decided, you know what, fire type makes sense for outside there. And so that's why we put all the fire types out there.
Just for good measure, you whacked all the ground types in the cave as well.
Yeah. And yeah, we put all the ground types in the tunnel, so he had 2 chances to kind of get something if you didn't pick a starter that gets the advantage straight away.
A shame that they didn't get the stun fist first. Feels bad, man.
I felt bad about that. The stun fist guy was so.
So yeah, anyways, so yeah, covered.
Hello. Huh?
Who's... Okay, thank you. Sorry, what's it called?
Sorry about that.
All of the gym leaders give out different TMs. So for Dino, he, being a fairy type leader, we wanted to find a move that we could give that was kind of easy to work with compatibility wise for Rock Tomb, while also being appropriate for the leader. And we realized the only physical fairy type move is Play Rough, and we can't exactly give a Play Rough TM in the first gym.
Yeah.
And so,
bro, this man had a cup.
And so our next idea was, well, Covet is a normal type move, but it looks like it could fit for a fairy type. So we decided to change it to a fairy type move and have him give out the TM for it.
Oh, this man had a TM for Covet the whole time and didn't put it on his mobile.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, but he had it on like most of his other mons from memory. But I mean, all of those mons got one hit. All those mons got one hit by IKEA.
You know,
Basically, because after we did the covet thing, we couldn't decide on typed TMs for the rest of the gyms. We just made them all judgment, because that can be any type. So, you know.
No. But yeah,
Judgment TMs in the future.
Explosion would have been bad. Come on, man.
Anyways,
the next one's galvanize explosion, and then
Sounds
there's
disgusting.
refrigerate explosion, pixelate explosion. Sorry.
Anyways, so yeah, first gym done.
Yeah, honestly, shout outs to IKEA for basically carrying the entire gym.
100%.
IKEA, the
So next up, the what's it called? So, good old Briny.
Noodle battle.
Wasn't really like. I'll be honest. I had no idea what to do with Briny because he's kind of somewhat important early game, but doesn't really matter that much in the grand scheme of things.
He smells like ice juice.
I figured to make him seem a bit like to make him feel different than in the original. Instead of him being some old man who loves his bird, I figured have it that he begrudges this Wingull. He's an old bitter man who's just like, yeah, this Wingull's just an annoyance.
That's right, Wingull. You fucked my wife, so now I'm gonna fuck you.
So that's why he doesn't.
Okay.
That's why he doesn't refer to it as
Demonetized.
because it's just a Wingull.
It's just a Wingull.
I real talk. I love the voice that Luke gave him. It just fits so much. The Barnsley voice just fits so much for him.
I'm grabbing me more.
So far, we have a gremlin and an old senile man who hates a Wingull.
Yeah. But yeah, so I can't check the ping while I'm on stream because then it'll show the Discord chat.
Besides, it's like, just don't look at it.
Yeah. Anyways, so yeah, Wingull, that was there. So in this gym, in this cave, the one thing he did miss in this cave, there was another dream form hidden in here. Not gonna say what it is because it will show up later, but there was another dream form he missed in here.
It was a cool one as well, so it's kind of sad.
Yeah, it was one of the really good ones. But
I never got to use it personally, but still, I've heard it was really good.
Yeah. Last thing before here, Stunfisk. He got the 1% Stunfisk.
The Stunfisk.
He found that so quickly, honestly. I thought he was going to find the other things.
He's found so many of the rare encounters. Like Sneasel was 5%, Stunfisk is 1%.
As much as I love.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
It's okay. That's okay. You go first.
Oh, we were all like chanting, just like Stunfisk, Stunfisk, like the entire time he was in.
Oh yeah, everyone was, even in the text chat.
What happened? And it.
He also missed something in Rough Surf, which wasn't a dream form, but it was a rare encounter.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm not really fussed about him missing encounters.
Well, yeah.
We all we care about is him seeing the dream forms, really.
Yeah.
Sorry, just to answer the question, Joel, there are no dream forms on Route 1. Route 1 is just normal types. But yeah,
I'm not sure if we have any mons that change to normal when they're dream forms.
We do. They're later on though.
We do?
Yes, we do. I'll send DM about it. Like, don't worry. But yeah, basically we have.
I'm not worried.
Yeah, we have normal type forms, but we didn't want to put them that early. Anyway, so going on. So
I think the next one that we had was the Froki.
Well, I'm not going to that. We got Cerebi Corporation next.
Oh god, why is it fucking Cerebi? I don't understand.
Because I wasn't gonna leave it as just the Devon Corporation. I figured, okay, who's another character we can get in, and one thing I will say, the Cerebi Corporation is a lot more important in this story than meets the eye. Like, you will see going forward, like, this, like, Cerebi Corporation has a lot more involvement in the story.
Like, even the grunt ran by and said he was getting shit from the Cerebi Corporation, so, like...
Yeah, I mean, in the original, they do
it
that with
ties in
Devon.
better.
In the original, they do it with the Devon Corp anyway.
I know, but
But
like,
yeah,
it gives at least a bit more of a motivation. That he
Yeah.
gives a genuine reason. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, the rats nearly
that's a bit
landed at
further on.
26, huh?
I can't remember. I'll be honest, I completely forgot that it still got that, so... But yeah, so anyways, what do we got? Moving forward... that was where he went to Dooford. Didn't really do much around there. Also, yeah, one thing. I just want to say, please, like, I know this doesn't apply to all of you, but please don't spam Luke telling him to check all the dialogue on all the NPCs, because a lot of them are not changed. The only ones that are changed are the gym trainers, really. Any ones that are
story trainers.
Yeah, story and gym trainers are changed. The normal trainers on routes are not changed text-wise, so he doesn't need to go through and talk to all of them. Like, when we made it, we knew that Luke's the type of person who just runs through trainers, skips trainers, and stuff like that. So we didn't want to go through changing all of those, because we knew that he would inevitably skip all of it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Finion.
On top of that, there's also like the thing that has happened in the call, not in the call, in the stream. Please don't beg him to break the rules.
And
Please.
yeah, that's another thing. Like,
it's a Nuzlocke. Like, it's meant to be played like a Nuzlocke. The rules
like we
have to be strict.
Yeah, we have the rules in the game for a reason. It breaks the immersion if he breaks the rules.
But also, like, with the whole telling him to shiny hunt thing, so it goes under shiny cores.
Yeah,
that's
not do that.
I mean, in all fairness, no, shiny hunting, fair game. That being said,
I know, but like,
it's
he
up
would
to
have to dedicate a whole stream to it. Is all I was saying.
Yeah, but I mean,
don't force that onto people. Like, that's the thing.
Yeah, there's no. Yeah, but I mean, in all fairness, though, if Luke wants to do a shiny hunting stream, he'll do it. And
if he wants
to, he
totally.
can. Like, I don't mind that. It's just the stream shouldn't really be bad for it.
Yeah, but I mean, if he decides that he wants to go and shiny hunt a teeny to add it to his team, go for it. That's cool. It shows off more of the game for us. Like, but asking him to just outright break the rules just so that he can get stuff on the team just doesn't. It's just not cool.
Yeah, literally just. Yeah.
But yeah, anyways, so next thing going forward, let me see.
Fishing rod.
So yeah, Psychic Fangs, as Victor says.
Wait. The most important thing we forgot: the free money.
Yeah, free money.
Oh yeah, free money.
yeah,
Free money. Yes, thanks for reminding me. So hang on, whereabouts is that? Here?
Free money.
Hey, who doesn't love free money?
So yeah, sorry, with the free money.
Like 4 money.
Yes, it's a normal revive. No, it does not work. I knew that there was the idea that someone would try and say use it as a revive or something like that.
Oh, I tried. Don't worry.
And we deliberately made it not work. So if you use it, it will do nothing and waste a turn in battle. And in the overworld, you can't even select a use button.
Okay, I'm just joking. I'm gonna go sell it. I'm gonna go sell it.
So,
I'm gonna go sell it.
Hence why when he was saying, "I'll use it," I was saying in chat, "You can try," because he can certainly try, but it won't work. And there's a couple of things going forward that are similar to that. But yeah, anyways, how do you get those revival tokens? They will be revival tokens will show up later in the game.
Not like just something that you stumble upon, like you don't get.
Like, I don't
They're,
know.
But yeah,
limited.
anyways, what's it called? Going forward, what do we got? Let me try and find Luminian real quick. Oh, sorry, the Finian. Ooh, there, go back a little bit.
I show out a blank screen of yours.
Alright, so, Finian. Why is it blank screen? No, should be fine.
It's fine.
I'm like on the overview.
Alright, so.
There it is.
Finian. Water electric type. This thing was actually made fairly late into development. But, well, by late into development, it was one of the later Dreamforms made. Most of these Dreamforms were wrapped up by about halfway to 2/3 of the way through development. We had all the normal main Dreamforms that we wanted in. There were a couple ones. There were a couple ones.
Later.
Yeah, a couple ones we added a bit later on as extras here and there. But a lot, like the main Dreamforms you see throughout the game, were wrapped up around the 5th gym time.
I want to ask a question, but it's like a little, but it's kind of spoilery, so I don't want to ask it now.
Send it DMs.
Yeah, I'll send it to you in DM.
But yeah, so
like you reminded me or something. I was like, oh.
Anyway, so yeah, shout outs to Tay. This design was amazing. It's one of my favorite looking Dreamforms.
Oh, it's so good.
And Luminion looks great as well.
Because I just think those malls needed more love, and I like how, you know, it got
I like Luminion better
a
than I do
literal
Finian.
spotlight.
I love that fish.
Also, can someone please not keep breathing into their mic?
Oh, it might be me. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. I'm just
Miles away
hearing
from
like
mine,
ear
I
rape
think,
from just breathing your air.
No, so
Oh,
basically,
don't say
I
it.
mean, I can do this.
is that better?
No, don't.
If
Is that what-
please, like, just don't.
Is that better?
Yeah, it's better. But
The
yeah,
fan that's like right next to me, and
Yeah,
that
that'll
might
do
have
it
just
then.
been going.
Oh.
Anyways.
My phone audio might pick up the thunder outside. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. Anyways, so yeah, Finion was designed by Tay. It was great, and the air's coming back again.
Lizzie, please.
Oh, wait, I'm gonna mute myself.
Yeah, it's all good. All right, so yeah, anyways, next up, Froakie.
Kidoki Froakie.
Wait, someone said Jordan said to get her if we talked about it.
Sorry.
Go get Jordan.
All right, someone ping
Yeah,
Jordan
somebody
to
ping
get
her.
her in.
God, this goddamn frog.
Well, in that case, we'll leave
Jordan
Froakie
now.
for Jordan. But yeah.
You better unmute and talk, John, or else I'm gonna kick your ass.
Oh my god, every single time I close out of the Twitch app, I have to watch another ad.
Yeah.
Okay, John says I'm at me PC. John, what was your inspiration for that design? Like, why did you do that?
Yeah. Also, keep in
I'm gonna
mind
read
that
everything
people can't see in Discord chat, so if you can say in Twitch chat, even be good, or just so.
Don't worry, I'm gonna read it.
No,
I'm gonna read it out.
The thing is, it's easier to see on stream though, at least in her words.
Wow, that's racist, man. How dare you?
Well,
Let me have some fun.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's just if Jordan wants to say the story, it's better coming from her.
You're fat. How dare you?
That's just rude.
Shout out to my creaky bed.
I'd like to
Imagine
employ
having
use
a
of
bed.
follow and have Vito just abuse me instead of that.
Okay, there we go. Jordan lives in chat. Okay. So
Okay,
please,
I'm live.
Tell the story of Froakie.
Basically, it's a frog.
Well, that's kind of obvious.
It has water on it.
Does that mean basically Ambipom is monkey?
Clearly.
Okay, so basically he monkey.
Fucking I just really like ghost tabs, and I was told I could make a special focus, so I bam.
Yeah.
That's really about it.
That's pretty much it. Audio's not working. Is it working for everyone else or on stream?
Yeah, I'm getting audio.
Okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
I have
Oh, on the stream, I don't
can hear
know.
y'all
On
in
the
Discord
stream.
just fine. I think I have the stream muted because if I did, so
Yeah.
I'm muted.
Sorry. Is stream audio working? Chat, can we get something?
Toddy said it's not.
Yeah, I know Toddy said it's not. We're just trying to see if it's a Toddy issue or if it's an everyone issue. Because I haven't changed.
I can hear it.
I haven't changed.
I can hear it
It's
when I
fine.
mute. But...
Alright, Toddy, maybe try
Oh,
refreshing
fine.
or something like that.
I think it's just an issue on my end.
So it's like-
I've been refreshing it over and over again. It hasn't really done anything.
Yeah. I mean, if you're in the call, it doesn't really matter that much, though.
Yeah, it's alright. No biggie.
Toddy's Wi-Fi is just big smelly.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there you go. That's
So, yeah,
John's stream farm.
Yeah, Jordan's
likes
frog.
She likes the
Bravo.
Pepe.
And yeah, Shadow Tag just kind of it fits with it, and we want to have something that.
Yeah, hold on. Can we just ask why Shadow Tag out of all the things, out of all the abilities? Why Shadow Tag? Hold up.
Well, we missed over the
because it's
Golem
annoying.
as well.
Yeah,
We
because
missed oh wait, no, that's
the
later.
whole thing was that ghost type, and we wanted it to feel we wanted it to feel like a ghost type and different from normal. Because obviously, water ghost isn't that much of a difference from water dark, so we wanted to really add something to make it feel different than normal Greninja and normal Froakie.
So there you go. We're gonna make it the most annoying, perhaps one of the most annoying Pokemon to ever face.
Yeah. And so yeah,
Oh,
as a result, that Froakie trainer, the one that took, before
Yes, Joel,
before
I
we-
did find a frog outside.
Before we get to that, let me find the. Oh wait.
And it is my headcanon that Jordan, in her second Froakie form, uses Shadow Tag by tagging you on the back, going tag you're it, and punching you in the fucking face.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, let's talk about the Golem.
So yeah, the Golem next up. So this has a bit of an interesting story behind it.
A fat lad.
What's it called? So with this
ground fighting.
Yeah, ground fighting. I originally when this one was first designed, we had like a whole bunch of different ideas for it. But Tay had her set idea of that she wanted it to be ground fighting and have sand abilities. And basically her idea for it is that it's, a sand golem. So, like, your typical kind of, sand warriors who kind of, guard temples and stuff like that in Egypt, sort of thing. She wanted to be inspired by that. We had ideas of, maybe like, what's it called? Like, steel type, or so, because I thought initially gold, well, kind of steel works, make it like a steel fighting type or something, give it Iron Fist. But Tay was adamant on the sand and ground typing, and so that's what we ended up with in game. And yeah, it has Sand Force and Sand Rush.
Take, by the way, what if you did like a Golem that was like an undersea diver and it was water steel?
I mean, it's an idea. Like, it's not in the game, but it's
I
an
know.
idea.
No, I know, but I'm just saying that'd be pretty cool, right?
Yeah, it'd be pretty
I
cool.
like how we have this long of a fucking backstory for it. However, that Golem doesn't have that long of a story.
Yeah, the Golem story is I got caught and I got killed by fucking Jordan's Froakie.
Within 2 minutes.
Okay, I have to go, guys.
Yeah, it's all good. Thanks for hanging out.
I just been called for dinner. I will see y'all later.
That's all good. See ya.
It was nice hanging out and talking and stuff.
Bye-bye.
So good. Take care.
There's one thing I still need to mention. I hate you guys for making the gym sign. Completely. I just bloody hate you all.
That gym sign had me fucking dying.
Can we just show it again? Like, I want to see it again.
Let me find it. It's somewhere back
I
here.
cannot believe you guys did this to me. It's like at the very. It's like when he got on the island.
There we go.
You guys remember how I asked for a rain dance? Whoever did a rain dance did it too hard, and now it's storming.
The home of Brian, not Vito. Yeah. So with this, like obviously we wanted
The home of Brian, not Vito.
we wanted to have some way to hint at the typing on all of the gyms on the signs, but I couldn't really think of anything that wasn't like super cliched to put here, and I wanted something that would fit for each person. So for Brian here, you know, the home of Brian, not Vito. Nice little throwback to back in the XD randomizer that he did, where the whole story of Brian commenting every video saying, if you get a Laron, name it Brian. And then he finally gets the Laron and names it Vito.
And then he realizes it after he pressed OK.
Yep. And so that's why we had this joke here, because that way, you know, it was just an inside joke sort of thing. And, you know, knowing Brian and having this joke being related to a Laron, we felt like that, at least I felt like that was a good enough hint for Luke to be able to work out what type this gym is going to be.
So yes, Joel, he will be fighting the gym.
So yeah, next episode, be sure to tune in for that gym. And we all know how the first gym went, so this gym...
I'm excited for this gym because it got changed since I fought it.
Yeah, this gym has also had quite a few revisions, so it should be very interesting.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyways,
Please,
so I think that kind
all
of...
I have to say, yeah, like before we end this, all I have to say is I hope Luke actually beats Brian so I can actually live at my own home again.
Yeah.
Please reclaim my own homeland.
But yeah, anyways, so I think that's about it for what I want to touch on. Is there anything you guys want to touch on?
Nobody better hate on Sneasel because it's good. It's a Chad.
He is going to be the carry.
I think this Sneasel will probably be the everlasting member until the very end.
Yeah.
Or else something traumatic happens.
But yeah,
Hey,
anyways,
I want that thing to die. I don't want it to attack
in that case, so chat.
This is actually an intervention.
Is there any questions that chat you guys have for us before we end?
Oh, Joel says wait.
Yep.
Okay, we're waiting. 1, 2, 3, 4.
17.
5.
Okay.
Okay, good night.
No.
Oh god. What intonation?
Yeah.
I'm gonna make a further ROM hack of this game that just changes Brian's gym sign to home of Chrono, not Brian or Vito.
Wait.
That'll be the only change.
Where's Phil? Not gonna
Not
say.
That's confidential.
Not
We
gonna say.
removed them. There we go.
That's confidential information.
Yeah.
We removed them because I didn't like Phil.
Don't listen to Vito.
Don't listen to me. I speak the truth.
No, you don't.
Let's just say
Vito, you speak for the trees, not the truth.
Just to debunk Vito, Phil is in the game somewhere. I'm not saying where.
Let's just say we'll fill you in
Let's
just say we'll fill you in at a later date.
Yeah.
Right. You know what?
Okay, I'm leaving this call because of Connor. Oh god.
Vito, you start to remind me. No, never mind. That's a dark joke.
Yo, fucking Kieran. Jeez, it's been ages. Oh, how's things, man? Yeah, so for reference, guys, Kieran here used to be in Luke's community back ages ago when I first joined. Like, this was back in the days of when he was still with Moxie.
I'm gonna ban him.
No, you're not.
Don't ban him, eh?
Yeah, pretty good. Yeah, just been doing a podcast at the moment, obviously. because yeah, Luke's been playing through the fan game, which I'm pretty sure I told you about before, when it was in development. And so yeah, yeah, even Victor recognizes as well. Yep, been ages.
I guess that's it.
Yeah.
Ladies
Thanks,
and
Joe. We
gentlemen,
appreciate it.
I thank you guys. We all thank you guys for watching this podcast, and we will see you probably tomorrow if Luke is up for it.
Yeah, it all
Again.
depends
Hopefully.
on. But yeah, let me just hit it with a 8BitBros in the chat. So don't forget to join
Yeah,
the
feel free to
Discord.
join the server.
Feel free to
Join
join the
us
I'm
in
just
server.
chat.
glad Nightbot didn't go AWOL again.
Yeah, no, I already fixed up Nightbot earlier.
And make sure to contribute by saying Gnome Lives Matter in the chat. Thank you so much.
But yeah, anyways,
heading-
so
All right, Miss Fritz, I'm heading out.
Yeah, so anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the stream. And yeah, what's it called? We'll be back with this podcast after Luke's next episode. Join the Discord to stay in touch in regards to when the episode's going to come out. And yeah, I think that's about it. Thanks, guys, and see you next time.
Chat quick.